The odds are really quite low, but we'll dig into that in just a minute. I'm going to start to this because today's the first day of spring, right? That means the sun was directly over the equator on its way from south to north, of course, back on our winter solstice in the southern hemisphere's southern solstice. It was down here over the Tropic of Capricorn. Now it's on its way north to the Tropic of Cancer, which is where it will be, pardon me, on the 21st of June when summer begins. But today, directly over the equator, and while it's called the equinox, this was not the day where day equals night because the Earth's atmosphere changes the apparent time of sunrise and sunset. So that day of equal daylight and equal nighttime is called equilux, and that was last week. But it is the day of the year, there's 2 days of the year, when the sun rises due east and sets due west all over the planet. And today was one of them. The other, of course, is the fall equinox, when fall begins 6 months from now. So this is also called astronomical spring because meteorological spring began back on March 1st. But the seasons, of course, are governed by the Earth's rotation around the sun. And so the reason they're different, the reason why we have a meteorological spring is that for record keeping and climatology and for studying averages and all that, it'd be really difficult because the dates of this change. The dates of the first day of spring, the first day of summer, first day of fall this year, for instance, is September 22nd, not the 21st, as a lot of people are used to. So for that reason, we just go with the monthlies, the start of the month, March, April, May, for meteorological spring. But this is what it looked like at the Oregon coast. Hello, spring. Aaron Ufert sent in this video and pictures. Aaron got the drone up. Very cool shot and a really sweet mural that they wrote into the sand there. So hello spring on the Oregon coast, and I love the picture here with the color and either the blanket or the towel being flown in the breeze there at the beach. We had some pretty good breezes in the valley. The sun was trying to come out. It did late in the afternoon, and it looked like the showers are ending, but no, they're not. See that big strong cloud developing and billowing upward? Another shower there. And fairly dramatic skies. He's sort of built on in and produced more rain even as the sun was going down. But tomorrow will be dry. Chilly in the morning, but 55 by noontime. That's warmer than we were all day today. And sunshine and back into the 60s tomorrow for what will be the fourth time in 5 days, which is something we haven't accomplished, of course, since last fall. Doppler radar, though, showing the showers really winding down. A lot of this is left over here. That's just clutter. So we're drying out rapidly. Only 0.12 of an inch at the airport. We had 0.2 downtown. They had 0.57 in Newport, so it came down pretty good there. Our high today was a cool 52. That is below average by a lot. Now, the next big storm to impact the West Coast is again heading into California. High pressure building, and above that is why we're going to have nice weather tomorrow. Little offshore flow, warmest into the 60s, a strong March sun. Then in the afternoon on Wednesday, we get showers, and then Thursday, this is when the cold, wet weather really sets in. That'll be a stormy day. And then suddenly there's a whole lot of snow on the map with just rain in the valleys come Thursday night, especially Friday night and into Saturday. So let's look at the snowfall map after we look at the rainfall map. Upwards of an inch over the next week. How much of that will be snow? Well, look, we got this cold pattern maintaining itself Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Perhaps a break as we begin spring break, but I think there's going to be more cold, wet weather during next week, too. Here's the snowfall map. About a half an inch potentially by Friday morning, maybe an inch by Saturday morning. This will change. I'm not hanging my hat on the fact that we're going to get valley snow just yet, but we'll watch it for you. What is far more certain, up in the Cascades, look at this. Great powder scheme for the beginning of spring break. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all deep snow, high quality powder because of that low snow level. So that's something good about this cold pattern. It's 46 right now, freezing level 4,200 feet. Okay, showers are ending. Turning sunny tomorrow, the high is 61, and then 58 on Wednesday. Showers set in the afternoon. Then after that, David, gets cold once again. Nice.